All right. I just woke up from a nap. Tyler's boring the hell out of me. There's no nickname Mike. Technically, Tyler's here.
I resent that.
You represent that.
Yeah, I guess.
You're on the morning ride.
What's going on, people?
Everybody.
Hopefully you guys are all having a great day. We do apologize for missing, was it last week?
Yes, It was last week.
We had a lot of stuff going on.
I think it was your fault and my fault.
Yeah, a little bit of both. Definitely some laziness on my part.
And we're sorry, buddy, we didn't have that birthday present for you on Monday morning.
Yeah, our bad, Jim.
Yeah.
But
I thought his name couldn't be spoken.
I didn't say his last name, I just said Jim. There's a lot of Jims out there.
Hi, all the Jims out there.
And I'm sure we have a lot that watch us. I feel like a lot of Harley riders are named Jim.
There's probably 3 Jims that watch us.
Whatever. Anyway, man.
Let's dig into this, man. I think this is the show that's not really a show this week, isn't it?
No, I think it actually makes it more of a show. Let's dive in. So, one thing that I thought we should definitely hit on just because of it's going on at the moment, Sturgis. 80th Sturgis Rally.
Well, tell you what, buddy, I'm seeing a lot of friends on Facebook post videos and pictures, and it looks like they're having a fantastic time out there.
Way more fun than we're having.
I don't know, man. I like hanging around with you.
I mean, we have a great time, but Sturgis, bro?
I
feel I've got to experience. Have you been to Sturgis?
No,
I've never been to Sturgis.
No. I didn't even know South Dakota was a real state.
Yeah, I thought it was just made up.
Just on license plates or something. Yeah. But yeah, so obviously attendance is down a little bit this year in Sturgis because of the COVID-19. There's not as many people that are attending, but it still looks like they're having a great time. One shout out we want to give is to our buddy James Lynch.
Yep.
Jim.
Yep.
That choloed out bike he took out there, Revelation 1 Concepts.
Yep.
If I'm not mistaken, my man took home a prize on his bike at a show.
I believe so. Which is pretty awesome. That thing looked clean.
Yes.
And if you guys don't follow him, go check him out on Facebook. This man is always posting some cool stuff that he's doing. And he actually works very closely with our dealership.
Yeah, he does.
He actually...
Do
we sponsor him technically? Is that the right terminology?
Probably.
Yeah, or partner.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call it. Basically, we have a massive shout out on the whole back tailgate of this huge trailer that he uses to haul bikes.
Yep.
So, shout out to you, bud. Also, another thing I'm super jealous about, and yes, this might surprise you because it's before my time, but he got to meet Flash Gordon.
I know, I saw that.
That was super cool. And at first, when I saw the photo, which I'll flash it up on the screen for you guys right here, but I thought the Flash Gordon was like a wax figure. I thought he was in like a museum or something. And then I looked and I was like, that dude's way too vascular for him to be.
Actual human being.
He's real. Yeah. So I thought that was cool.
Yeah. So James, glad you're having fun out there, buddy. We see you.
Yeah. Keep posting stuff, man. And if there's anything when the trip is over that you didn't post, share it with everybody. We'd love to see it. And if you guys haven't, like I said, go check him out and look up some stuff.
Revelation 1 Concepts.
Yep.
Check them out. You can find them on Facebook.
Yes, sir. Oh, man.
This one's you, bud. I don't like electricity.
You like the Amish ways?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I fancy myself an Amish lad.
So, I've been wanting to try to throw in Ducati a lot more into our shows, talk about it a lot more. It's becoming a lot bigger here at this dealership and in the surrounding areas. I've been noticing a lot. First thing yesterday morning when I pulled up, there was a guy riding his Ducati in for service, and I think that's the first one I've seen ride in for that. I'm sure there's been many more, but it's the first time I've seen one when the doors were just opening.
There has been more. I was talking to one of our service advisors yesterday, and he was telling me that at least once a week we're getting Ducatis in for service.
That's awesome.
Their service intervals are a little bit different. Don't quote me on what they are.
I'm sure they're probably somewhat around what Harley is, but maybe a little less intrusive. I know Harleys are a little bit more specific.
Yes. But we do, for those of you out there who are Ducati riders, we do have full service here for Ducatis as well. Part of what it is that we have to do to be able to sell the brand. So if you are watching this and you own a Ducati that you haven't bought from us, you can still come here and see our people, and our guys can fix the bikes for you or do any sort of regular maintenance that you need.
And the ones working on them are master technicians. So
That's
those
right.
guys
They
have
have
done
to
a
be
lot
certified.
of certification and schooling and practice, so they know what they're doing.
Exactly.
But that leads right into another topic I wanted to talk to you guys about today, and that is something Ducati is really, really pushing. It seems like it's more for like the Italian market, obviously, but I've noticed it in a lot of really urban areas and a lot of places in the UK. Electric e-bikes, and now they're even going foldable. Pretty
So,
cool
like, you
stuff.
can put it in your backpack or something?
I don't know that it folds up that small. Probably a little heavy because it's supposed to hold a human. So I imagine it's probably
people?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It looks like a bicycle, and I think they're pretty cool. I mean, the way I see it is, if it's a quicker way to get around, kind of like a scooter, but it's compact and able to fold up, I think that's awesome.
Yeah, and that would be, you know, a pretty cool concept, like especially in tourist areas like Virginia Beach is the concept of being able to go and rent an electric bike, right?
Yep.
So, you know, Ducati's making inroads, Harley's making inroads into different markets, stuff that they haven't seen before.
And they even slapped the Scrambler badge on it, so it's got a name that you know of.
Nice.
So pretty cool stuff.
Not bad at all.
Shout out to Ducati. Now, another cool thing.
Speaking of stuff you can't buy.
Yeah. This, I'm not sure about the Ducati one, if it's available over here yet. They're talking about that they just announced the models. There's three or four more models. I'm not going to go into specifics about that. If you want to see it, just Google it. But the Harley Davidson HD 350, a lot of people have not heard of because it's only available in the Southern Asian markets. So this bike is based around, if you guys have ever heard of, there's a company, it's called Benelli, and they make a bike called the QJ 350. So Harley is basically taking that exact look and the exact same concept of the overall bike. The only difference that I was able to find is they're adding a little bit more weight and they're going to add a little bit more torque and horsepower. But other than that, essentially it's the same CCs roughly. I mean, they say 350. I think the actual is like 353. They always round up or round down.
Except for 883s, we
Yeah.
don't round that.
Yeah, I know, right? It's kind of odd, but very good looking bike. I'll show that on the screen right now for you guys as well.
It's got a real sporty look.
You know what it reminds me of? It looks like the Honda Grom
It does.
because it's a much more compact street bike, but it looks good.
Yeah.
It looks like a small Ducati and a big Honda Grom mixed
So
together.
it's the motorcycle for the roads that everybody's. You don't want to drive a car over there.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, I mean it's really big. A presence in any other part of the world definitely helps the motor company in general. I know what we're scaling back to for the most part is to cater to the European and the North American market.
Yep.
But
They want to make
a
sure they
motorcycle like
remain
that, yeah, because
in the Asian
it
market.
is the Asian market is huge for motorcycle
Yeah.
riders.
Well, and the nice thing too is you out there. I think it's pretty obvious that they ride scooters a lot.
Right.
Well, a lot of people want something just a little bit better than a scooter, can take them a little bit further, not have to fill up as much, and can maybe get there a little quicker.
And maybe a little bit more giddy up and go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty cool.
Yep.
I just realized how like a lot of the stuff that I wrote down today that I wanted to talk about is overseas. I didn't
It is.
realize that.
It's-
But
So this welcome
this is the
to
international.
welcome to the international version of the morning
Of the
ride.
morning ride,
It
exactly.
might not even be the morning where you are right now.
That's true. It might
Yeah.
be 5 p.m. there
Could
right
be.
now. It could be
Who
the
knows?
next day.
Yeah, if you're in Australia, thank you.
Yep.
If you're in Fiji, Bokanakapisa.
I don't know what you just said, but yes.
Me neither, but
I
it
just know
sounded
they have the
good.
bluest water ever, and they
You're talking about the bottle?
not the bottle. Actually, Fiji.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so the next topic that Tyler decided we were going to discuss as it pertains to foreign news is
I
more.
really didn't realize I did that.
That's all right, bud. It's your baby. Let's
I
cradle
wrote it late yesterday. Don't
Yeah.
don't blame me.
No, it is. But you wrote it.
I mean, yeah, blame me, but
Yeah.
don't be too harsh.
So there's more women riding motorcycles in Egypt now. I don't want to speak out of turn and say anything about cultures, but there are some cultures where women aren't put exactly on the equal footing that men are.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. But Egypt is a very conservative country, right? So it is uncommon for women to be spotted on motorcycles. Maybe not so much
Not
anymore,
so much
right?
anymore.
No. So what's her name? Dina Wassef?
I believe that's how you pronounce it.
Okay. So Dina was on CNN. She says, motorcycles and scooters are a fast and affordable way to reach your destination because Egypt is a bit crowded.
I loved her
So
wording.
this kind of goes back to the same thing we were talking about with the 350.
Yes.
When the roads are crowded, it is a little bit easier to get around on a motorcycle or a scooter.
Yes.
Right? So now women are showing up on motorcycles and scooters throughout Egypt. They have a better way to get around. They have a faster and quicker means to meet their destination. And I mean, in my eyes, that's awesome because why shouldn't women stand on the same ground we
I
do?
couldn't think of any good reason for that. And one thing that I thought was really cool, I didn't write this down, but I do remember reading about it. It actually started with her and a couple of other girls, gals.
Gals. Yeah, the gals.
I don't know if they go by gals over there, but
Probably not.
they started a scooter riding school. They actually had schools to learn how to ride a scooter. And then it turned into motorcycles later on because people stated that they wanted more power, they wanted more, get up and go, like you said. So
I said giddy up and go.
giddy up and go, my bad. So I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
And I believe their population is somewhere like 104 million in Egypt, something along those lines. So
It's a big country.
yeah,
A lot of history.
If a massive part of your population starts riding, I think that definitely helps everybody out.
Well, I mean, you think if we, if everybody's on a motorcycle or a scooter instead of riding gas guzzling minivans or SUVs or whatever,
Right.
The roads are going to be clearer and probably help the environment out a little bit.
If you care about that. Just depends who you ask.
People want to care about things like
Sure.
that. Yeah.
And I mean, if it does it without even you having to do anything, that's cool too. Right? Saves you money, saves you time, saves you some effort.
Yeah, I didn't
And you get to have
spend
fun.
$1 on those motorcycles in Egypt, so I've already saved the money.
There you go.
Yeah. Hey, incidentally, I wanted to know if you knew when a joke became a dad joke.
I know the answer to this, but I don't know if they know.
When it becomes apparent.
Yes.
Thank you, Elvis. Shout out to Elvis.
Shout out to Elvis. We love Elvis here. Elvis is a big part of Harley history. I don't know if a lot of people know that.
I was talking about a different Elvis.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. The guy you met at Wawa the other day?
Yep.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. All right, man. Pretty much last topic I thought that we should talk about just because it's something that's very current right now. Something that recently was launched by Harley Davidson, so I thought this was cool to throw in. Now, Mike seemed very offended 2 weeks ago when I didn't talk about how involved Jason Momoa is with the Harley Davidson brand.
Jason Momoa, that's a Girl Scout cookie, right?
He's the Girl Scout cookie. No,
Okay.
man, that's Aquaman. You know who Jason Momoa is.
Oh, yeah, he was.
He
was in.
One of your favorite shows,
of all time.
Game of Thrones.
No, I thought you were talking about Friends.
Friends.
He wasn't in Friends. I'm
Definitely
just
not
messing with you, bud.
Anyway, Jason Momoa actually was the one who directed the commercials and videos for the United We Will Ride campaign, which is super cool. I'm going to read this just so I don't mess anything up. But it's part of a video series that's going to have six different Harley Davidson riders as they make their way through the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic using the power of riding to engage with their families, their communities, and themselves. The lead video will be followed by 6 additional features. Now, at this point, at the time I wrote this, I believe they're actually on 2 or 3 already. And if you visit our Facebook page, which is probably where you're watching this, we've actually been changing our header every day to the video. So it's pretty cool. It should play as soon as you go to our page. And it's going to be showcasing the common theme to experience the freedom of riding a Harley Davidson motorcycle, which I thought was super cool. It's a very lighthearted way, and the first video really kind of hit me. It was really cool. It showed like a kid who's grown up, he's wearing his mask, he's working at like a mom and pop diner, and it showed them all laughing and, you know, him feeding the older couple that comes in all the time, and that's like their home restaurant they always go to every Sunday. And I think it just kind of makes you think about, you know, we're going through hard times, things are a little bit weird right now, but we will get back to normal. And
We're in our new normal now, though, right?
yeah, but
I hate that word.
yeah, I feel like the point of it was to really remind you that we will get there again.
Yep.
We will.
Yes.
And to remain hopeful.
Yeah.
I mean, there's still people out there every day smiling and enjoying life, and we need to do the same thing.
Yeah. And so the other cool thing, and I'm pretty sure I discussed this in a past episode, but he does have a charity auction up to ride with him for a day. And if you don't have a motorcycle to ride, he'll rent one for you.
Yes. Very cool.
So, yeah. Jason Momoa, shout out, brother. I loved you on Friends.
He seems like he would be a super genuine dude to chill with and go riding with.
No, he is. We were talking last night about...
Were you?
No.
No, you weren't.
I can't back that. All right, so the last thing I want to talk about, events.
This is going to be a touchy.
Tyler's not going to love this. And some of you might not, and I don't care.
I don't think anybody.
Well, I don't care.
Okay.
All right. We understand what our responsibility is as a dealership. We understand that it's our part to take part in making sure that the most people stay as safe as possible. We wear our masks in the dealership every day. We expect that our customers wear their masks when they come through the door. At the same time, though, we still need to have some semblance of what our actual life looks like. And in doing this, we still have events, right? Or we try to have events. And these were outdoor events that were canceled because of a complaint. I'm pretty sure you're not watching this, but you know who you are.
Might I add, a very invalid complaint. I want to make sure that's very clear.
So a very big part of what just got canceled was a benefit ride for a fallen officer's family. This touches my heart because I, and like most people at this dealership, have a deep and abiding respect for the people that serve us, the people that put their lives on the line for us every day. So the way this was done, the way this ride was shut down that was supposed to happen this weekend, I hope you're happy, bud, but the rest of us aren't. So we will find a way to make this right. We will find a way to get things done.
100%.
We will have events in the future. Tyler, take it over.
And I want to be very clear to whoever's listened this far, or if it's the person who knows that they put in this invalid complaint, whoever it is, I want to be very clear to say that we're not going to stop until this family has received what they need to receive.
You won't win, bud.
Yeah, there's way too many of us that give a crap. There's way too many of us that have a heart, and there's way too many of us to stop. I don't want to call it a movement, not a movement. There's just way too many of us, and there's way too much positivity on this side of it to ever let one person try to shut something like this down. This fallen officer left a family behind, and man, they don't deserve to be left with nothing. And I personally, I don't care what your beliefs are, as far as whether you're for or against the police. I understand why some people are upset today about what's going on in the world,
Sure.
and I'm not against.
I'm not against political about that.
I'm not going to get political, but what I will say is that's a human being who died serving you, and she left kids behind. So if you even have an ounce of a heart, regardless of what her line of duty was or not, we're trying to help their family out. And you're taking that away, and we're not going to let that happen.
Hey, so we're going to end this on a positive note, right? It's a happy Saturday here. When you guys see this on Monday, hopefully you'll come down and see us. Ask for no nickname Mike, or ask for somebody else. I don't care. Talk to Tyler. He don't know anything, but you can talk to him anyway.
I don't know a whole lot, but I can point you to people who do.
Your pointer finger works.
It does.
Cool. Oh!
Finger guns, man.
Dang, dang. All right. Hey, no nickname Mike, technically Tyler. You've been on the morning ride. Thank you very much.
Have a good week, guys.